Good afternoon. I am Firefighter Torres, and today we are going to be going over some important topics that you, as a business owner, should adhere to. This will not only be about safety and knowledge for safety, but also to better your establishment and stay within regulations and meet the fire codes that are set in place. The first thing we will cover today is education, enforcement, and engineering. If you listen and understand what is being covered, there should be no problem staying in compliance with city, state, and federal laws. When you think of education, you think of school and getting good grades. But today, we are going to talk about fire safety and the codes in which you need to comply with. Education is only half the battle. When you know and understand what needs to be accomplished, you can then have an engineer design and implement the actions that need to take place. Before, during, and after this process, you will be inspected annually to ensure that you are maintaining your fire prevention system and that everything is remaining to code. Depending on what your business is and the services that you are rendering will also depend on what other types of fire prevention you will need. The basics that come with a building is a type of construction, type of business, the number of occupants that can safely fit within the building without causing a fire hazard, the number of exits and ways of egress if an emergency were to occur, manual and automatic fire alarm systems, and extinguishers and sprinkler systems. It is crucial to know and understand why codes are enforced. Many tragedies have happened that have paved the way to better understand what needs to be done and to keep occupants and businesses safe if a fire should occur. Within the Pennsylvania Code, Title 34, Chapter 50, you will find the requirements that are needed for your establishment. There are many companies that perform fire resistant services. I will give one example of a company that follows ASTM E119, UEL 263, and ASTM E84/UL 723. ASTM stands for the American Society for Testing and Materials, and UL stands for Underwriters Laboratories, but all should adhere to the same. During the ASTM E84 testing, they determine flame spread, fire resistance, reaction to fire, and fire door testing. They also list a number of products that require fire or flammability testing. Their website is www.intertech.com, and their business phone number is 1-800-967-5352. They define flame spread as it's measured by the propagation of a flame away from the source of ignition across the surface of material or assembly, and evaluate the potential for spreading flames in the event of a fire. Fire resistance determines the ability of a material, product, or assembly to withstand a fire and provide protection on the non-fire side for a period of time, usually 1 to 2 hours. The reaction to fire is understanding how the material reacts when it is exposed to under specified conditions and how its material contributes to the flame through decomposition. Again, all those are found on the Intertech website that I gave you. These tests are important to better understand the ratings of materials and how they can contribute to a safe and up-to-code establishment. As I mentioned before, an annual inspection will be conducted to ensure the efficiency of your fire prevention program, and if there are any issues, citations will be given. There is a zero tolerance for anything that is out of code, and each violation will be given a predetermined number of days to be fixed. Every business is encouraged to get the best rated materials to not only keep your business safe, but also to ensure the safety of your patrons and employees. Creating a fire prevention program with your employees will help to ensure if a small fire does occur, they will have the knowledge and tools to put it out. Fire extinguishers should be checked monthly and be taken out of service if there is any damage to the bottle, hose, or handle, if the safety pin is missing, or if it is no longer charged properly. There is no excuse for not implementing a fire prevention program, and if you need help, there are resources that can help you better understand what needs to be done.